Welcome in, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I do welcome you this evening and just saying hello. I'm glad you all came today. It'll just be kind of a chatting stream. I may play some trivia. I got some different cards and kind of mix it up here. I do appreciate everyone coming because I know I just saw Nick of Magic News Live go live from Epcot. A couple other people are in the parks. Welcome in Melanie's Adventure. Welcome in Car Key Carol, Monarch Moments, Garrett, Hannah, Michelle, and Gabe. Also Shelly Starwalker. I do appreciate everyone stopping in and saying hello. I was going to do a Christmas this and that. Just show a couple interesting types of things. Plus, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to look for the video. I'm going to be doing a Christmas giveaway. I'm going to start the video, and then next week on my live, I will be, actually, I may give it away sooner. That way you get it for after Thanksgiving. Welcome in, Jess Evans. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome in, Billy, Kenzie Days' mom. I also know it's like dinner time, but I also wanted to share some things that I'd seen in the store that I know a lot of people, I know some things right now. It is for like kids. So Tina, if you're looking, T. Marie Place, they have this crest. I got it at Walmart where I seen it, but I'm sure some other stores might have it. But it's a limited edition Mandalorian toothbrush, toothpaste, and the child and Mando are on there, plus a case for your toothbrush. It's 2 toothbrushes, 1 soft travel case, and 2 tubes of toothpaste. So if you're looking for like extra little gifts for your kids that are, I know sometimes you like to give them some hygiene type of things, but this would be pretty cool to have. I haven't decided what I'll do with that. Probably, but I'll probably, you can see on the toothpaste, there's the child. I think he's on the case. And then there's also a toothbrush in there. 2 toothbrushes. Not sure who's on them. Didn't really take a look. But that was something pretty cool to pick up. So if you're looking for that, it was fairly reasonable too, especially if you're, I know this year, like at schools and stuff, the grab bags won't be going on, but I don't know what your family does or what you do for Christmas there. But that was something pretty cool. One of the things that's going to come up, I'll get the video out soon. One of the favorite movies that all-time cartoon movies I like to watch all the time at Christmas, and I love the Peanuts. But I'm going to give away this Snoopy and Charlie Brown Christmas book combination. So it's going to be a giveaway, so a Christmas giveaway. So look out for that video. I'm going to probably drop it later this evening. Welcome in, Rhonda, DWG, Rhonda Lee. Thank you for joining. So look for that. I know some people don't really, stuffed animals or whatever, but if you're looking for a gift, you'll get it before Christmas. So you can always gift it to somebody in your family or keep it yourself if you like Snoopy, because I know I like Snoopy. And I figure this is a lot of people's favorite Christmas cartoons that you can watch and everything. So, wow, for some reason, maybe my side, but you were really on low resolution for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. It could be my camera on this laptop. Let me take a look, or I'm just not getting a good thing. So I might switch it over to switch the Wi-Fi around. So let me try that. Yeah, I see that now on my phone that it's like slow. So I'll check that in a moment. But look out for that video, and you'll have to leave a little bit of a comment, and that's how you'll enter. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah, not a good. Yeah, I could see that on my phone. I'm trying to fix the problem right now on here. I'm in a bad spot in our house for internet, and I'm gonna have to. If my brother wasn't home, I would go out there where it's a little bit better. But he's in a spot where I would like to be, and so I'll get it fixed here quickly, and then we'll get started with everything. Okay, thank you, Garrett. No, I do appreciate that. Sometimes even with laptop cameras, they're not as, sometimes I'm not sure. I'd have to play around with the actual laptop itself to figure out if I could change the camera settings or anything like that. Kick him out of here. Yeah, usually he's gone on a Monday or Tuesday or a Wednesday night, but with the way everything is in Pennsylvania, there's not too many activities going on these days. So he's here all the time. Let's see if this works better. Solution gets a little bit better. Now I look like I'm frozen. So hopefully that might be a little bit better. 2 votes, Amy, me, and Billy. Yeah, usually he's not here on a Wednesday night, but Pennsylvania right now is taking a big COVID nosedive. That's the other disappointing thing is I actually had a surprise trip planned to go down and join everyone this weekend down at Disney World. But our governor and the health people, if I did leave the state or whatever, it is recommended that you quarantine for 14 days, or if I was to go down at Disney World, that means on Friday, I would have to go find a rapid COVID station down in Orlando, which they have all over the place because I did look into that, and go get a COVID test so I could come back to the state and just go right to work without having to quarantine if I have a negative test. So that was the other option. Believe me, I looked into it. I've been contemplating all day whether I should go or not, but I decided I would stay put and hope for the best that things will get better here as the new year comes along and everything. I'm really disappointed because with Will and Jillian and Dawn going to be down there all together tomorrow. Russ living there. Of course, he and Jeff and Angela and the kids are running into them. And then I know the Griswold family vacay. I think they were still planning on coming. They were going to be there all next week. Through that, Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerders. Not that I was going to go seek them out. I mean, I could ask them, hey, what park are you at or whatever, and if it matches my schedule or something, then because I was definitely going to be in the parks where the Hitchhiking Bones were going to be on Friday at the Hollywood. I think they're going to Hollywood Studios unless that's since changed. But yeah, it does kind of stink there, Billy. I believe me, up until I left work today, I was still thinking that I would still go and then just go ahead and get tested. Even though, like Pennsylvania said, they're not going to chase it down if you go and come back to the state and don't do any of those things. For my peace of mind and knowing that I would be coming back to a house with my mom and dad who are a little bit older and stuff, and being running around the parks and 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 all the different people around, because it does seem like it is picking up a little bit crowd wise at the parks now. Granted, you do walk into some areas of the parks and there's nobody around, and then other places it's jam packed. And then hearing different people on different streams talk about how some of the restaurants at Disney Springs aren't really spacing out the tables as much anymore and stuff like that. But I was planning on renting a car that way I wouldn't have to use too much of the bus rides. If I was going to be on the Skyliner, if I was myself, I would be on the car by myself anyway. So that wouldn't be a problem unless other people were gonna be joining me, or if I was with Russ and them, but I've been around them at different times. So thank you, Carol. That's much appreciated. But yeah, it is hard when you have to cancel the trip and something like that. The other reason why I would have probably went to get tested is, even though maybe Allegheny County isn't going to chase me down, my work may have had some type of policy where I would have had to get it done or stay out for 14 days. So that would be the only thing. Welcome in, Arlene Valdez Pages. Thank you for joining. Arlene VP. Welcome in. But I had seen different Christmas and believe me, because there's a lot of different merchandise and stuff that I would have loved to have gotten down there while I was there. I've been trying to pick up various things. Welcome in, Randy and Kathy. Thank you for joining. Like the popcorn buckets that they had. I wanted the white Christmas tree one. I didn't get the green one last year. I thought, and then after I got home, realizing it lights up really nice and stuff like that. But yes, Billy, that's the hard part there, because it's hard to cancel, but at least we will all be around to go later. Yeah, I understand that, but like Billy said, it is hard watching. I know the people that live there, they're constantly at the parks and stuff and things, but then you have people that are going from out of state, and I don't know what their state rules are, or they may have almost the same type of thing where they have to get tested when they come back before they can go to work or stay home. I don't have a job that I could stay home and work at for 14 days. If I was working from home, that might have changed my decision. Like, well, I'm at home, I'd be working at home and wouldn't leave my house, unless I needed something. But I don't have that option. And I probably could have done half of the 14 just because I still have other days that I could have just moved into that with Thanksgiving and stuff coming up the way it ended up. But I wouldn't have been able to get the full 14 days in without using other time. And it is hard. I sit there and go, boy, I wish I lived there right now, because that's what I would be doing. Honestly, it's not that hard seeing people hugging and hanging in ways they shouldn't be, while I have friends that are really sick. Just cements the idea. Yeah, I can understand that. Rhonda or Brittany Mogan or Rhonda, I can understand that. I'm not really a big hugger and stuff like that. Plus, I know for myself, it would be a wave or hey, nice meeting you, and everything. I guess it's just a part of, like, I see all these different people in the parks, and it just makes me wonder, do they feel that they, and I'm not out there accusing anybody that's in those parks and stuff like that, but I constantly see the same people all the time in the parks and stuff, and are they worried about picking up the virus or whatever? Because I know they're complying, or at least you see that in their streams, but you're still around other people that aren't complying, or you're in groups of people, or you try to stay away, and different things. So, I'm not saying, oh, they should be all tested, or you just wonder, like, how are you feeling? Because they're in the parks around the people. I mean, I go to work with different people, but I'm at my own desk and my own type of thing. I get up to get water, go to the restroom, go out to lunch, and come back. And and when I get home, on my way home, I try to, if I need to go to the store or something, I try to do that. And a lot of times I'm home for the evening. Yeah, that's what maybe they think the Disney bubble keeps COVID out. Yeah, you know, yeah, and that's the thing too, Rhonda. I mean, you know, oh, no problem, T. Marie. I know it's dinner time. You just had your stream. That was a good stream, by the way, with the tree and unveiling the mystery ornaments. I was wondering if that was Hallmark, because I remember seeing those little bags of ornaments and stuff. I love the mystery stuff a lot of times, but lately I've been kind of disappointed with it, in a sense of, like, I love the wishables. I've gotten addicted to them. And then, you buy 4 bags, and out of the 4 bags, 3 of them are the same. And I don't know when they'll re-release any more of the Beauty and the Beast ones to get. And I've been, like, trying to find different people to trade, but everybody seems, they must have made tons of Lumieres, because everybody has the Lumieres already. So it's hard to trade them. And then I try to look at other ones that I have duplicates of, and if they're collecting them. So I asked about that. Yeah, Rhonda, I could understand that. But enough on that. It is disappointing. Rhonda, is it a published article? I'd like to read it. And from Billy, that was a good question. She's a journalist, and she wrote an article about all the thoughts she was having that no one talks about. It was pretty eye-opening. Yeah, it'd be interesting to read that, Rhonda, if it is published, or you'll have a link or something to that. It would be interesting, because I know I've read different articles or watched different people talk about some different things that actually had it and telling you what to do or whatever. Okay, she okay, I'll have to look for that. Thank you. And, different things that, if you're, my only problem, and, that's the other thing that I have to deal with. I am normally healthy, but I'm not a normal healthy type of person, because I have an immune compromised system because of a transplant that I had. So that also plays in my life and decisions, especially something like that. And that's the other reason that's always in the back of my mind, of, especially right around now. I was going to go when Myers and the Mouse and Dish Our Dreams and all them went down. I think it was at the beginning of September-ish time, I think it was. And and at that point, I thought the heat and stuff would probably bother me a little bit more, wearing the mask and different things. So I didn't know if I could really handle it. Plus, I just some different issues and stuff. Yeah, yes, that's true, Billy. Of better be safe. So that plays in my mind, of knowing that, hey, if I did go down there, am I really? I'm putting myself out there. So, and I got to worry about that. I could pick up something, whether it's that or just something in general. Welcome in, Francisco. Thank you for joining. Well, enough about that. It is disappointing. It would have been great to meet everybody in person. I'm glad I got to meet Russ and Billy and Kenzie and Tracy in person. And I have met Donna and Arjons and Nick and Sam in the parks, and Steve and Shep and all of them in the parks, and Corey, Walt and Melissa. So I have met a lot of different people, but it's been over a year since I met a lot of them, and are seeing different people in place. And after that little episode, I've met more people that would be fun to go and meet in person. So hopefully eventually things will look better in the future here. And I probably will spend, but hopefully things in the summer are a lot better. Probably once days throughout the summer months I'll be spending at Disney, at least, or like September, October, because I love to go back for the Halloween stuff, and I do love going at Christmas time. That's always the tough choice for me is, do you like Halloween or do you like Christmas? And I've gotten to love both of them in their own ways. Welcome in, Michelle the Quilter. Thank you for joining. Yeah, that's true, Michelle. And I know right now here in Allegheny County, they're asking you if you don't need to be out and about to try, because they do need to get a handle on everything and stuff. I think the problem in my area is they shut down way back in March. They did kind of reopen. The kids have gone back to school back and forth. One, they're in school, and then all of a sudden kids show positive, and then they have to shut down and stuff. I think a lot of people are tired of it, and they're not wanting to comply. Like, gee, we had enough. Let's move on. But going back to talking about Disney at Christmas or Halloween, I'm not sure if any of you have gotten to do both holidays at Disney World, or you only experience Halloween or Christmas. The first holiday I ever got to experience at Disney World was Christmas time. When I was a cast member, they did have the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas parties. I don't remember if they had a Halloween party. If they did, I don't remember actually going to a Halloween party. So I think that might be a little bit newer than and I'm not saying newer because I do remember the Halloween parties later in the 90s or 2000, early 2000s. Thank you, Rhonda. But Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has always been fun. The Christmas time around there. The first time, I love Christmas because it happens. Well, and when I was a cast member, they only had Epcot and Epcot Hollywood Studios in the Magic Kingdom, and everything happened at the Magic Kingdom. They did candlelight processional, kind of like the way they did it at Disneyland, and then they had like the Christmas parties at only certain weekend nights, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think maybe Sunday. So they only had it as special things, where now it's all over the place. And then they moved candlelight processional to Epcot, and then of course, now Hollywood Studios has really gotten a good upgrade of decorations and Christmas decorations. In fact, I think it's one of my favorite Christmas decoration area. I love the vintage Christmas decorations that they have up around Echo Lake and in the park and stuff, and what they're doing, and able to use the buildings for various shows or lighting. But since last year, the decorations there have really turned it into something special. I mean, I do miss the Osborne lights, but I know if I was going to be down there from now until Christmas, I would definitely go see the Give Kids the World, the Million Lights evenings. Um, that looks fantastic. I know the live streams do not do it justice. Welcome in, Tori, Camilla. Thank you for joining. I know it doesn't do justice watching those live streams, but when you're standing there, especially if you've been to light displays in your own town, I mean, just imagine all that. That I definitely would be going there if I was there. So, oh, they're restoring the partner statue at Disneyland. That'll be interesting to see how that get that place. That's the only thing, not at Disneyland. You wonder, they're probably going to be closed for almost, we're coming up to, in January, and then, everything shut down in March, so that's like the longest time that's ever been closed. But, Halloween's pretty special. And, now they have all the different festivals. I'd love to try the Festival of Arts. I have done the Flower and Garden Festival because we've been down there in May and March and April whenever they run the Flower and Garden. I've been there for the Food and Wine for certain times. Yes, partner statue and the storyteller statue has been refurbished in California. It was revealed today. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Randy and Kathy, Flower and Garden is one of my favorites too. Wandering around and stuff. And I know a few years back they started the food booths. That's kind of fairly new, the food booths. I'm not sure how many years they've been doing the food booths at Flower and Garden, but that's kind of taken a nice addition to the festivals. I do remember a lot of times how much like Food and Wine and the Flower and Garden festivals of all the different workshops and stuff that they would have that you could sign up for and go to at Food and Wine and Flower and Garden, or the different shows. I'm trying to think if that was Flower and Garden where the Chew was there, because the only reason why I remember because that This Our Dream family was on the Chew whenever they were at the Animal Kingdom and they got on the Chew. I'm not sure if that was Flower and Garden or Food and Wine festival time. And they just have a lot of different things there. Hello, This Our Dreams, Jeff or Angela. I'm guessing it's Jeff because there's no little emoji there, but you never know. Speak their name, yes. But yeah, they have all kinds of different things. So be looking forward to kind of picking out certain dates and times. I mean, there's always the other places I want to visit, but I usually get drawn to Disney. But I definitely, hopefully, one of these days, get out to California. And I have been to Disneyland before, but it was before they did Disney California Adventure and all of that. So that so that is one of the things I love to do. I love to go when D23 is going. Gonna happen. I am a D23 member. I plan on, doing that. I don't know if I'll get out there for D23. I would love to, but then I sit there and think, I hear everybody talking about, I want to go out for D23. And then I'm thinking, well, why would I want to go out there when there's a million other people out there? I mean, it's busy enough without having a D23. And yeah, it'll be interesting to go to the D23 because they do have different merchandise and different events that you could attend and stuff like that. Welcome in, Jonathan Chung. Thank you for joining. But my plan was, since I talked about that and talking about a council trip and everything, I was welcome in Rob Fuzz. Thank you for joining. I plan to do this or that Christmas decorating. I just see these like throughout Instagram and stuff like that. And I thought, hey, that'll be a good topping and everything. Welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders, Stacy and Charlie. I know you're probably getting excited and packing away for your upcoming trip. And one of the things I had thought too about going is possibly driving down. Driving down for me wouldn't have been too bad. It's the drive back that would have been the hard part of it. Of one, having to know that I have all those miles to go back to work and stuff like that. So driving down there probably wouldn't have been bad, but driving home, I think it's a little harder whenever you have to come home. I probably could have rented a car, drove myself down, and then flew home or something, but that's the time there. But here we go. This or that Christmas decorating. White lights or colored lights? White lights or colored lights? Thank you, Rob. Do you use white lights or colored lights, whether you do it outside, on your Christmas tree? I know in my house we use the colored lights. I like the colored lights myself. They just pop out in the darkness when we decorate outside on our tree. I know sometimes the white lights does make it a little more elegant and stuff, but we enjoy the colored lights and just all the different lights of outside and stuff too, because we do decorate outside, like along our pathway and bushes, just to kind of light it. It's kind of interesting because once Thanksgiving hits and everything, our whole neighborhood all have to maybe do a quick Instagram live or whatever down my street. It gets depressing after Christmas because then it's pitch dark again, but it's all lit up most of the holiday season through mid-January, and then all of a sudden it's dark again outside. Okay, Jonathan. It blinks, it tinks. Yes. Yeah, we had the bubble lights when I was a kid. I know they kind of remade them again. They were pretty fun to have when we were kids on our tree. We would have the bubble lights and stuff like that too. But look, some of the white trees that I've seen in different people's homes and friends' homes, it does make it elegant. I think it depends on how you decorate and different things like that. A real tree or a fake tree? A real tree or an artificial tree? We always have a real tree. We always go and get a real tree, and we don't really get our tree until like the weekend of Thanksgiving or the next weekend. I like the Victorian trees, okay? But we do a real tree here. One year I was working at a department type of store, kind of like a Walmart type of thing. And I was, after Christmas, I was in the stockroom area, and they found a Christmas tree that it had to have been on clearance. And it was a pretty expensive Christmas tree, and I got it for $25. And I bought it thinking, hey, look, I got this great artificial tree. I mean, it looked like a real tree from the artificial part of it. And we had it for like the year, and it was getting closer to time to almost put it up and everything. And my mom was like, no, I want a real tree and everything. So I ended up giving it to my brother and his wife, the artificial tree, and we went and got our real tree. So you always have a real tree here. An artificial tree, my cat would destroy a real tree. That could be understandable with pets and stuff like that. Welcome in, Orlando guy. Thank you for joining. Richard, it's great to see you. But artificial. And some artificial trees, you can get some really nice ones and everything. I thought about looking around for an artificial tree since my parents are getting a little bit older and us trying to get the tree in the house and different things. But you never know. But right now we still do the real tree. Ornaments, any type of ornaments or color scheme or theme of your tree. Yeah, that's understandable too, Mike Wheeler. Why a lot of people have artificial trees too is because of allergies and different things like that. But any type of ornaments on your tree or a theme or color scheme on your tree. We usually mix and match ornaments. Maybe if we had another tree in our house, we could do like an all Disney tree and then a mixer of the old and new ornaments or glass, like the little glass type of ornaments. Now they're kind of more plasticky type of trees. Oh, that's a good deal there too. Real tree, muted jewel tone ornaments. That would be cool looking. I have one tree that is a cabin theme, red and black, and cabin ornaments. Oh wow, that would be cool to see. Those sound pretty neat. My tree is flocked, so it's more of a winter wonderland theme tree topped with a snowy owl. Oh wow, that would be pretty. I love like looking at the different pictures and stuff. A lot of my friends already have their trees up, and they have rooms that have like a fireplace and their tree in the corner with the stockings all along and everything like that. We don't have like a fireplace or anything like that, but our tree is pretty much there's Disney ornaments, there's some Universal type ornaments, and I mean like the Grinch and different character ornaments is what I meant to say, like the Peanuts, Disney, the Grinch. I have that. We have some older glass type of ones. Some nicer ones that we made as younger kids. So that's the type of tree we have. We only have one tree. One year after the holidays, we found a white artificial tree that was like a smaller size, and we kind of decorated it for all the different holidays because we kind of kept it up. But did like a Valentine's Day tree and a St. Patrick's Day and then an Easter tree and then kind of a Halloween tree type of thing. But we never really had like a set two different types of trees at Christmas there. We have a small tree with elf lights from the movie. Oh, wow, that would be cool. You can't beat the smell of a real fresh tree. That's so true, Orlando guy. I know up here in Pennsylvania, I have friends that go to the tree farms, and some will mark them ahead of time, and then when it's time to go and get them, they go and cut them down like the weekend of Thanksgiving and stuff, because they'll go and pick out a tree, and then when they're ready to be cut down, they go. Or some tree farms, you go and they kind of have activities there, and you get on the wagon, and they'll take you out to the spots to where you can cut down your own tree, or you can look through their pre-cut tree lots and stuff. Yeah, yes, that's true, Rhonda. We have friends that sell the wreaths and garland, the real garland and wreaths and different pine stuff. So, yes. Many trees or one tree? Many trees in your house or one tree in your house? We only have one tree. My nieces and nephews, they used to have like theme when Toys R Us was around. I'd gotten them like Disney had like little mini trees that had like a Cars theme or a Princess theme or something like that, but that was the only thing. But we only have one tree. It's just because we don't have the room for another tree. We probably could have two, if we did one out in our back room and then one in our living room. But for us to put it in the living room, it just takes to move all the furniture, because we used to have it in the tree in the living room, and now we put it out back in our like addition part of the house. It's kind of an indoor outdoor type of room. One, but I love a forest put in rows. Yeah, that would be true. And the little baby pines are too cute. Yes. We've had like a little potted pine tree and stuff like that too. I have one big tree and then I have two small 1-foot trees. Oh, that's cool. So a lot of people have different sized trees and or multiple trees. I do have friends that one friend, their house is big enough that they have 3 trees. And then they put like different themed ornaments on them depending on where the tree is located. Kind of like they don't have 27 trees like or 24 trees like Pepper Tree Villa, but they like they have a forest there. But I think that's really cool, and how neat that they have different theme trees and the memories that they could talk about of all their trees and everything. So that's pretty cool. Next year, we will decorate outside. We don't want to buy things we have to move. That's true there too, Rhonda. We decorate outside also. We have front bushes. We have a pathway up to our front door. We usually will put the lights along that so people could, or the walkway along there, kind of up around our door. We did have a Santa Claus train blow up. I know some people don't like the blow ups, some do. We don't have like a million blow ups, but we had a train one, and that one finally died. Actually, not finally died, but we had it for a long time, and okay, Shelly, but the motor ended up not working anymore, and I think it did get a hole in it because like the wind would blow it around. But we had it for a few years. I did pick up a Santa Claus and a UFO, and we used that one last year. And I think we also have one a blow up of either Rudolph or Snoopy. But we don't have a bunch of blow ups. I've seen some houses where they have the snow globes and all kinds of stuff. That's one of the things I want to try and do, is go around and then kind of put together a video of some of the great houses they decorate all crazy and everything like that. Oh, no problem. Welcome in, Will, the Hitchhiking Bones. Thank you for joining. We're just kind of talking about this or that Christmas decorating. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that. There's like a grouping of houses that are about 5-10 minute drive from my house, and they really go all out. You think Clark Griswold has reemerged there. And then the last one on this or that is decorate before or decorate after Thanksgiving. We wait until after Thanksgiving. Now, we may cheat and start putting out the lights if it's nicer, like the weekend before Thanksgiving or something like that, but we don't really light up our lights and stuff until after Thanksgiving. Now, some people here in Pittsburgh, they're not doing it this year, but they usually have a light up night the weekend before Thanksgiving week. Like this coming Friday would have been Pittsburgh's light up night, where they have activities downtown. Santa comes, they have a early fireworks show, and then they have a later fireworks show. They have the ice rink and stuff that they have outside. So they just have various activities downtown. But since everything's going on in the world, it's everything will be virtual. There are some traditional decorations that I've seen on the news or in like Facebook pages or the news things. We used to have a department store called Horns, and they still put up the Horns Christmas tree on the side of the building. Highmark now owns that building. They put up the Christmas tree. That's from the Horns building. We used to have a store called Kaufman's, and then it became Macy's, but they have since left our downtown area. But they would decorate the windows, so you would go down to the Kaufman windows, and it would be like little Christmas scenes, kind of like. And I don't know if any of you go by the Emporium and the candy store, the confectionery on Main Street, where they decorate the windows, kind of like scenes like that or a different theme. But have different things like that. I haven't heard if they'll have they probably will have it, but they have a replica of the creche that's in the Vatican in Rome. They actually have a replica that they put outside our U.S. Steel building in Steel Plaza, and you can go and see that. There's some music and stuff at different times. I've gone a little bit closer to Christmas or after Christmas, so they're not playing the music and stuff, but it is an actual replica of the one that's in Vatican City. You can see that on my YouTube channel. That I have a video that I've shown downtown. I think they're going to try and do like a small weekend of the market. In fact, I think it might be this weekend of the Christmas market. I'm not sure how that'll be handled. I don't know if I'll end up going and seeing. Maybe on the weekends they'll do something with that. But usually during regular times, they have the German Christmas market, and that starts light up night all the way through the day before Christmas Eve. And then they kind of shut down. But different artists or jewelers or a lot of it's artists with their different merchandise, paintings, and local Pittsburgh artists. Some are that, some are actual European they make decorations, Christmas decorations. They do have a German Christmas store from Germany that's there, where you can buy the real German decorations type of things, like the nesting dolls or the carved wood stuff or the nutcrackers and stuff like that. Kind of like, I don't, if you, whenever the German pavilion right now, they don't, they have like a Christmas store there, and that's the type of ornaments you could get. And there's been quite a few European booths there when a couple people that are from Russia that bring their crafts and decorations and stuff. I miss up, yeah, and we usually wait till after, but this year we needed a little Christmas early, so my white accent lights are up already. Yeah, I can understand that, Randy and Kathy, because I know, I think this weekend a lot of the there are drive-through Christmas displays that'll be happening in and around my area. One of the places is down in Wheeling, West Virginia, at the Ogilvie Park. I don't know if any of you are near West Virginia or ever heard of Ogilvie Park in Wheeling, West Virginia. They do a drive-through Christmas display throughout their resort. Our Pittsburgh Zoo is going to have holiday lights, and you drive through the zoo this year. Usually this is kind of like the first. They used to have one where you could walk through and everything. They called it the zoo lights, and then they kind of didn't have it anymore. But since you can drive through, and they've done different things for Halloween, and then in the summer, like a drive-through safari, but they're going to have zoo holiday lights. It sounded like it was almost sold out from their ads. I don't know if that just scares you into going and buying the tickets. but people are clamoring for things to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's sold out. Um, the one place that does the local haunted house here in the Allegheny Park that's close by to my house, they're actually doing a Christmas drive-through theme um, holiday lights. And there's a few other places in and around the area that you can drive to see, drive through the Christmas lights here in the area, or a little bit north of here. So I was kind of like thinking maybe we would go to one of them, and I would either go live or make a video of that. But we've gone to various ones over the years, and then some of them have folded because they needed sponsors or different things. And usually our local amusement parks has Kennywood Park would have holiday lights, but since the season and the way the pandemic kind of went, they opted to not reopen the park for those events. So they're just gonna prepare to get ready for next year and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they plan, because they're planning on taking out some historical rides that's been there for a long time. Brittany, no, it's Allegheny County. It's South Park, and then there is North Park in the North Hills of Pittsburgh. But I live near South Park. I don't really like to say South Park because of the show. People are like, "Really, you're from South Park?" And then all they can think about is the South Park show. So, yeah, but there is the Allegheny National Forest, which is north of here. It's about a 3-hour drive north to the National Allegheny Forest, if that's what you mean. But I live near South Park, which is an Allegheny County park. It's not a state park. It's just a county park that the county takes care of. And then they have North Park in the North Hills. And they have an ice skating rink. And I drove by it to see. Usually it starts to open. I don't know if it's going to open or not this year. It would be kind of nice because you'd be outside and everything. And a lot of times it's not too crowded, depending on what time of the day you're at. Michigan has Frankenmuth. Yes, I have. Shelly, I have friends that have gotten me ornaments from the Bronner's Christmas Wonderland. The Frankenmuth, German Bavaria, and everything. Yeah, I would love to go back up that way sometime. Sorry about that. I know Kings Island, I think, is planning a Christmas event at their park. I'm trying to think. So there's a lot of different things. If you were out on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, Hershey Park is planning on having their Christmas Candy Lane park. So that's something that I thought about maybe going out to the Candyland in their park. And then they also have a drive-through holiday lights type of thing. I was just looking to see if I had anything else. But that's pretty much it on everything. Like I said, I'm going to have the giveaway. So look for the video on that, and you can be entered to win the Snoopy dog with the Charlie Brown Christmas book. So if you like Snoopy yourself, or you like Charlie Brown, this is kind of a nice book. Or if you have grandkids or niece and nephew, or even a young kid yourself that might enjoy that, or your kids. I know it's an enjoyable movie, little cartoon. So look out for that video that I'm going to probably post here either later tonight or tomorrow morning, telling you how you can enter. I'd like to get the winner chosen soon. So look out for that video. It's going to be kind of a quick one. That way you could get it for the holiday season and everything. So I might just do a surprise stream of drawing the name like on Sunday or Monday or something, or maybe I'll wait until I or until next Wednesday and do it on my live stream and then get it sent out to people. If you plan to have a luxury Orlando holiday vacation this year, you can book the entire top floor of the Four Seasons Orlando starting at wow. Yeah, I wish I had that type of money to go do that, Orlando guy. I always, for fun of it, sometimes look it up because I'll get things from the actual Four Seasons company in general of all Four Seasons, and I always just for fun of it go and see how much it would be to stay there for a night or two at the Four Seasons in Orlando. I'm sure it's probably really elegant and everything too. I wonder what you get for that 64,000 though. You can do the same at the fancy hotel in Bangkok for under $100 a night. Normally it's a lot more, but they need guests. I'm sure. I'm sure they do. Yeah. Although I do love, if you guys ever check out the Orlando guy, he has some really neat videos on the city of Orlando, all through different phases. He also has them on food reviews and hotel reviews. I know he did some luxury stays at some different places. I know he's stayed at the Waldorf Astoria there at Bonnet Creek and some other places. And actually watching some of his videos and even seeing his Instagram and stuff, there's a really nice restaurant. I've seen some good reviews from even some other people, but it's called the Bull and the Bear, or the Bear and the Bull. He might be able, if he's still there, what it's actually called, but it's that that restaurant if you want something that's more of an elegant dining experience. But it looks delicious there and everything. Oh, you're reviewing the Four Seasons next. And I know at the Four Seasons, they have a really good Italian restaurant. Sorry about that. Called Ravella. And then I think on Sundays, I think it is, or might be Saturdays and Sundays. They're not doing it right now, probably, but they had a really nice character breakfast that you could get into. Bull and Bear restaurant at the Waldorf Astoria. Yes. Thank you, Richard. But yeah, check out the Orlando guy. He does have some great videos there. Well, I'm gonna wrap up everything. I do thank everyone for joining. Sorry about that. For joining. I know at the beginning we were just talking about some different things. Like I said, I was planning on coming down to hopefully meet up with everyone that's down there this weekend and people that were coming into town. But that since has been on hold. Hopefully I'll be able to thank you, Orlando guy. Thank you. But make sure you check out, I know Pete McDevitt goes live at 7 p.m. Also the Disney Nerd Herders at 7 p.m. Also D&G Explorers is on at 8 p.m. I know Mickey Sightings will be on at 8:15 p.m. celebrating Mickey's 92nd birthday. He's going to have some very special guests. The One Stop Mouse has a show at 7 p.m. also. And then at 9 p.m. is Monarch Moments with Tea Time. And then I know the D&T crew is also on at 9 p.m. So I do thank everyone for joining. And like I said, I do appreciate everyone for coming in. If you haven't already done so, it'd be nice if you hit that thumbs up button. It does help out. If you're new, check out my videos and decide for yourself if you like to subscribe, because we do some other things, and like I said, I hopefully I'll get the get down to Florida, just like everybody else is kind of waiting and different things. So you never know. Oh, you're welcome, Randy and Kathy. I do appreciate all of you for dropping in. I was sitting there like, what am I going to do? Because I do have some new like 80s, 90s, and 2000 trivia, and I may do kind of like a possible couple surprise streams over the weekend, or maybe even a late night trivia if some of you guys are night owls, because I know I'm going to have a couple of days off and everything, so you can check those out. So thank you very much, and have a great night, everyone. Let the adventures begin, and I will see you in the chats. Thank you for joining, and have a great night. Bye, everyone.